Welcome to the Self-Belief Podcast, the show that we shift your self-belief in, because self-belief shifting shifts everything. If you ever find yourself stuck in your own head, overthinking, doubting yourself, or craving something when everything you're saying to yourself is negative, I've created an affirmation card pack just for that moment. Affirmations are the things that changed my world. Realizing that I could say positive words to myself about myself was a turning point in my life. These aren't cards that you pick based on how you want to feel. You don't choose. You shuffle and pick one at random. You're not deciding which card to take. You're given the card you need to hear. Each card holds a simple grounding statement that's clear and easy to read to yourself. You read it, you repeat it, and then you say it again. They're designed for you to use when you need them. You can pop the card in your pocket, in your purse, or even in your bag to keep it with you for the day. You can also put it on the fridge, on your computer, or the place that you go to most during the day, reminding you of those words. You use it when you notice your thoughts are going negative, in the morning, during the day, or when your head starts running away with you. If you want to have my affirmation support there for you, the pack's available now. The link's in the show notes, or you can buy from my website, www.jennyfield.co.uk. If you've ever found yourself reacting in a way that afterwards you think, I don't want to do that, then this episode is for you. Welcome back to the Self-Belief Podcast. I'm Jenny Field, your self-belief expert from Just Being Me. Once you start noticing a pattern, it can feel like it suddenly shows up more often. Not because it's new, but because you're paying attention. A bit like when something gets mentioned and then you keep seeing it everywhere. The same thing happens with your own behaviour. You find yourself in the same situations as before, but now you can see what's happening. You know how it usually plays out. You might still do the same thing, but the difference is that you can see it. You know there is a choice there, rather than being swept along by it. This is often where the pressure appears. A feeling that now you've noticed it, you should change it straight away. That if you don't do something different next time, you failed or wasted the awareness. That pressure usually comes from years of being told that noticing a problem means fixing it. So instead of staying with what you've just seen, you might replay the situation in your head. What you should have said, what you'll say next time, how you'll handle it better. And without realising it, you've pulled back into doing rather than staying with the awareness. When that happens, the pattern stays in charge. Not because you've missed something, but because the awareness moves on too quickly. You see what happened, but you don't stay with it for long enough for anything to shift. This is where responsibility can really start to feel confusing, because there's often a gap between noticing a pattern and knowing what to do with that information. That gap can feel uncomfortable or unsettling, especially if responsibility has always meant blame or being told you got it wrong. Before self-responsibility can feel safe, it has to stop feeling like punishment. Responsibility without blame doesn't feel simple at first. It feels awkward and exposing. It means acknowledging what you did without explaining it away or judging yourself for it. You're not trying to be better in that moment. You're not deciding what to do differently next time. You're just being honest about your part in what's happened. Over time, something subtle changes. Things slow down a little inside of you. Not all at once and not in every situation. But gradually you feel less rushed, less pulled into reacting straight away. You begin to feel more in control of yourself and your responses rather than being carried along with them. This is how responsibility without blame actually works. Not through force or pressure, but through awareness and choice. You notice what you do. You understand why it makes sense to you. And over time, you stop letting old patterns decide for you. You're still you. You're just responding with more intention than habit. Thanks for being with me here today, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for listening today. If you'd like to know more, you can find all the links down below. Oh, and don't forget to press subscribe so you can catch the next one. See you soon.